kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate, and also 7 pairs of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth. 7 days from now I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe from the face of the earth every living creature I have made. And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters came on the earth.
As you just heard, that was Genesis 7, 1 through 6, and that was the inception of the story of Noah. And a lot of people know the story of Noah, but our assignment today is to give a different approach of which we believe will be relatable to you all, the audience. And so that was the beginning of the story of Noah. And he was a 600-year-old man who heard a word from God to go out and build an ark because it was going to rain for 40 days.
40 days
and 40 nights. That's right. And so individuals thought he was crazy.
I would have thought he was crazy.
I would have thought he was crazy too.
Because it never rained in those individuals' lifetimes. So when Noah presented the information to them, of course they thought he was crazy. But he instead persisted because he knew what God had told him. And basically, he was 600 years old, so picture well, of course we're not going to have a 600-year-old man, but maybe a 90, 80-year-old man. You're going to think that he's just hearing things, that things are just happening, he's becoming old, and basically that he's insane. And although his family decided to come on the ark with him and help him in building the ark, they probably thought he was crazy too.
And so people thought he was crazy to believe that a man that we cannot physically see spoke to him, crazy to believe that this God told him that it's about to rain, and not just rain, but a flood, that of which is going to completely wipe the earth. And people have not seen rain, so they don't believe it. So they think that Noah is a lunatic. They think that something is wrong with Noah. They think that he has lost it. But Noah did not lose it. And so then Romans 8 and 31 says, "What shall we say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us?" So you're probably wondering what these things are.
But these things are the oppositions that Noah faced. These things are the people who doubted Noah. These things are the weather forecast. The fact that it had never rained, those are these things. These things are the struggles to build an ark. When Noah went to find the lumber, when he was trying to find the supplies to build the ark, when he was trying to measure the circumference of everything that he needed to build, those are these things. But what shall we say to these things? We shall say that if God be for us, who shall be against us?
Because God was for Noah, so therefore nobody could be against him. And that's what you have to say to certain situations. If God be for me, then who can be against me? If people talk about you, if God be for me, who can be against me? If people don't like you, if God be for me, who can be against me? And so people thought Noah was crazy. They thought he lost it. They thought something was wrong with him. They treated him as an outcast. But what we must realize is that when God orders something and commands something, it's not for every person to get.
It's not for them to understand.
Right,
a lot of times, like going to college and different things like that, some people may not understand why you're embarking upon the career you're embarking upon. I know plenty of people who wanted to be a basketball player. They might have said, "Oh, I'm going to be in the NBA." People looked at them like they were crazy because what were the odds of that happening? Right. But look at those people on television right now. Those people are not outcasts. If God has destined for you to be something, then no one can say that it's impossible.
No one. And with that said, God has given us a message for tonight. I'm not crazy no more. I'm not crazy no more. I'm not crazy no more. And you're probably looking at us like we're crazy. Jaye, Dolly, what you talking about? I'm not crazy no more. But I promise you, if you follow us, we will take you on a journey, that of which will establish understanding so that you can know why we're saying we're not crazy no more. In this thing called life, we cross paths with people that are not going to like us. In this thing called life, we pass by friends who say they have your back, but when it comes down to it, they don't really have your back. We go in this thing called life, and we have people that say, "Oh, I'm for you," but when you go to do something, they're not there. You have people in your life called friends who, when you turn around, they're talking about you, and then turn around, they want to be your friend again. In this thing called life, we have opposition, we have struggles, we have pain and heartache. But I'm here to tell the people that I'm not crazy no more.
And also in this thing called life, you have friends who will be there.
Yeah.
But you have to know that everyone who's there is not for you. Everyone who attends the things that you throw. Everyone who comes to your birthday party. Everybody who's your Twitter friend. Everybody who's on your Facebook page. They are not your friends because some of those people are against you. But you have to remember that if God is for you, then no one can be against you.
Nobody. And so then that's why we're saying we're not crazy anymore, because people thought Noah was crazy. He went to build this ark in a place where people have never seen rain. People thought Noah was crazy. He's building this ark, and the Bible says that it's as long, in common terms, it's as long as half of a professional football stadium. So he's building this and telling his family and telling animals to come, male and female, 2 of every animal, and people think that Noah is crazy. But people are crazy to believe that someone can have power over your destiny and purpose. And the problem, Dylesia,